Hello everyone. In this video on rational numbers, we will have a look at a few properties of rational numbers. As in fractions, rational numbers also have numerator and denominator. And the condition is that both numerator and denominator are integers, but denominator cannot be 0. Numerator can be 0, but denominator cannot be 0. So we saw I can write a rational number as minus 3 upon 4, or I can write it as 3 upon minus 4. Or I can have a rational number minus 3 upon minus 4, or even 3 upon 4. So here numerator is negative, denominator is positive. Numerator is positive, denominator is negative. Both numerator and denominator are negative. Both numerator and denominator are positive. And let's say in this case, numerator is 0. So these are all possible combinations of rational numbers. And now we categorize these as positive or negative rational numbers. So which of these are positive and which of these are negative? So if you see here, minus 3 upon 4 is a negative rational number. Or 3 upon minus 4 is also a negative rational number. Whereas 3 upon 4 is positive rational number. What about 0 upon 5? 0 is neither positive nor negative. And now remaining is minus 3 upon minus 4. So what about it? Minus 3 upon minus 4 is a positive rational number. And why so? We will see that when we are discussing the equivalent rational numbers. So that's another property of rational numbers, equivalent rational numbers. Same as what we had, equivalent fractions. So let's see it. In equivalent fractions, we know we have 2 upon 3. If I multiply both numerator and denominator by the same number, so let's do 2 into, let's say, 5, and then 3 also multiplied by 5. So numerator also multiplied by 5, denominator also multiplied by 5. And then I get 2 5s are 10, 3 5s are 15. So in this case, we call fraction 2 upon 3 and fraction 10 upon 15 are equivalent fractions. The same thing is true for rational numbers. So if I have a rational number minus 2 upon 3, and if I multiply this rational number by any number, so in numerator, let's say multiply minus 5. And then in the denominator also, we have to multiply by the same number. So I can use any integer to multiply. Now here minus 2 into minus 5 becomes 10 plus 10. Whereas 3 into minus 5 becomes minus 15. And now these two rational numbers are also equal in value, and hence they are called equivalent rational numbers. So this now gives us a new dimension to look at rational numbers. For example, if I have a rational number 2 upon minus 3, and if I multiply it by, let's say, minus 1, both numerator and denominator, what I get is 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 3 into minus 1 is 3. If you see, this negative sign which was in the denominator has shifted to the numerator, and they are both equivalent fractions. Their value is not changed, and that's the reason we saw minus 2 upon 3 and 2 upon minus 3 both were negative fractions. So irrespective of where the negative sign is, it's in the numerator or denominator, the rational number becomes negative rational number. And same way, if I have a rational number minus 2 upon minus 3, what I can do is I can multiply it with minus 1, both numerator and denominator. And what I get? I get 2 upon 3 plus 2 upon 3. And hence minus 2 upon minus 3 was a positive rational number. So equivalent rational number follows the same rules like the fraction. You can multiply or divide both numerator and denominator by the same number to get equivalent rational number. And we'll get introduced to another term called standard form. So if we have a rational number 2 upon minus 3, we don't generally write the rational number with denominator as a negative number. So what we do is we convert it with the denominator as a positive number, and to do that we multiply by minus 1 both sides, both numerator and denominator, and that gives us minus 2 upon 3. So in effect, I have moved this negative sign from down to up, and we write the rational number in this form. And also, if I have this rational number 14 upon 21, we don't keep it in this format, we write it in the lowest form. Let's take minus lowest form. For lowest form, I am going to divide it by 7. The common factor or highest common factor, and that gives me minus 2 upon 3. So this rational number I am writing in the lowest form. So when rational number is written in the lowest form such that the denominator is positive number, we call it standard form. So what is important is lowest form and denominator positive. We'll take just one example here. Let's say I have a rational number 5 upon minus 10. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to do the lowest form. The lowest form for this is 1 upon minus 2. And then I'm going to shift the negative sign up, and it becomes minus 1 upon 2. And hence minus 1 upon 2 is called the standard form of rational number 5 upon minus 10.
I am sure you have liked the video. Hit the like button and leave your views in the comment section below. Do watch our other videos on this topic. Subscribe our channel and click the bell icon to get notifications whenever we upload new videos. You may also download the QTube app at the link provided in the video description. Till we meet again, goodbye.